when you see a derivative problem like this one, it's really just a matter of memorizing these trig derivatives. So do we have the 6 trig derivatives memorized? So I'll put them for you in order. F prime of x is, well, the derivative of sine x is cosine x. The derivative of cosine x is negative sine x, so I'll change that positive into a negative. The derivative of tangent x is, well, secant squared x. The derivative of cosecant x is negative cosecant x cotangent x. The derivative of secant x is positive secant x tangent x. And the derivative of cotangent x is negative cosecant squared x. And that's the answer. Now, there are a couple little things you might recognize here. Any of the derivatives of the co-functions, cosine, cosecant, cotangent, those derivatives are all negative. The derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. The derivative of cosecant x is negative cosecant x cotangent x. And the derivative of cotangent x is negative cosecant squared x. So if you find yourself forgetting which ones are positive and which ones are negative, the derivative of the co-functions here are the negative ones. Finally, these derivatives kind of come in pairs. For instance, most of us are pretty good at memorizing the derivative of sine x and cosine x as these. But let's look at, say, tangent x and cotangent x, its co-function. So the derivative of tangent x is secant squared x, and the derivative of cotangent x, its cotangent function, is not secant squared x, it's cosecant squared x with the negative. So if you can remember the derivative of tangent x is secant squared x, it's maybe not too hard to remember the derivative of cotangent x is cosecant squared x with the negative. Similarly, if you can remember the derivative of secant x is secant x tangent x, the derivative of cosecant x, its co-function, is not secant x tangent x, but cosecant x cotangent x with a negative out front. So those are two little tricks to help you memorize those trig derivatives.